the main focus of Star Citizen 4.1 being mining, coupled with the tendency for ships to have bugs reported that end up not getting enough reproductions, I decided it was time to dig head to toe on ships and highlight their current bugs and workarounds, and to signal boost some of the lower impact issues. So first into the inspection pit is the Drake Golem. Starting with the exterior, there's a refueling port, weapon rack and storage locker to check. The first two seem fine, but our first couple of bugs have appeared. Once you open the storage locker, it remains open and you can't access it again. You'll also notice it's called seat in the interaction wheel. The workaround is to hop into the pilot seat, use the open all doors keybind, and then close all doors. Just using close won't work, you need to open it first. Also, when you're in the cab, if you look down, you'll see your right leg is clipped into the seat. And when you open all the doors, if you have a little look with the external camera, you'll see why. Your right foot is contorted into a majestic looking knot. So as we've retrieved our golem and we're in the pilot seat, let's switch into mining mode, and you may, or may not, experiences may vary, see that the ore capacity reading is at 0.89 SCU. Not to panic, this will reset back to 32 when you start extracting. However, if you want to make sure before you set out from your hangar, you can reset this by unlocking all ports with right alt and K, and then hopping out and tractoring off both of the ore pods and putting them back on. However, with the ore pods off, we'll run over to the cargo vator with one to snap it to the grid. This, much like the other ore pods for the Prospector and Mole, doesn't attach correctly on grids, so if you call up more than one at a time, they'll fuse together. After checking all the component access ports that are available with the ore pods off, there's the same decal from the Drake Vulture that says several instead of severe, and the stock fitted fuse, and also when you reinsert it, will stay rotated at 90 degrees in its socket. This is a new style of video that I felt might be of benefit to players in general and to other testers, so let me know in the comments what ships could benefit from a shakedown next. Obviously, all things tested and working fine are mostly left out, but I do plan on streaming inspection sessions in the future, so do keep an eye out for more information on those. On taking off and doing a VTOL and gear check, you'll see that an old friend of a bug from the Drake Cutter has come across as well. With VTOL enabled, the animations for the landing gear don't work correctly, and they just go from state to state. In addition to this, you'll notice when the landing gear is working, the audio seems to be a lot longer than it should be, and this is possibly because it's repurposed audio from the Starlancer Max. As we head out into space, I was unable to reproduce a reported issue of not wearing a space-worthy outfit, resulting in loss of HP. I've been out for several sessions without a helmet on and have not suffered any health damage whatsoever. Quite possibly one of the most annoying bugs for a mining ship, especially one that's fresh out of the gate, is that it appears the Golem's scanning UI is completely dead, with no visual feedback for scan angle adjustment and no signatures displaying. Although very annoying and borderline hardly playable categorization, this one is playable as it can be worked around by just flying up to the signatures. Not game breaking or really that severe, just a bit of an embuggerance. Now in the endless black of space is where I tend to take a look at switches and doodads in the cockpit, with the engine switch always showing turn on and the weapon switch doing about as much use as the weapons themselves. There are a few reported issues that are not Golem specific, but a general problem, and so haven't been included in this video. If you haven't already got a Drake Golem, I am currently running a screenshot contest with the theme of mining, and you can win yourself an LTI package Golem. Be sure to contribute to the issue council reports provided, and until the next one, fellow citizens, fly safe and beware the bugs.